What is up people, Matt here again. So I'm going to be reviewing Bleach Chapter 659 this week. There will be frost. Now, I make no secret about it, I thought last week's chapter was one of the worst ones in quite a while. And somehow I think this week's chapter is even worse than last week's. So, as assumed, we begin with Toshiro and Gerard Valkyrie, and I thought that would be going on for the whole chapter. That's why I really wasn't looking forward to this week's particularly. That doesn't actually happen. So the Toshiro and Gerard fight literally only occurs for about 5 pages, 6 pages. And then we go into a flashback, and it's an Uryu flashback, or an Ryuken flashback. It's of Uryu when he's a little kid, and this is presumably just after his mother was killed, and Ryuken is performing a post-mortem, I suppose, on his mother. Uryu says, "Why are you still cutting her body? She's been dead for a while." And then we skip forward a bit more in time, but it's still in the past, and it's Ichigo and Uryu are at school. This is presumably sort of oldish, judging by their designs. And they go, and Ichigo says, "Why aren't you in a gifted school? Because you're really smart." He said, "You know, your dad's a doctor. I thought you'd want to be a doctor the same as your dad." And then Uryu's like, "Your dad's a doctor as well, isn't he?" Ichigo says, "Well, he's a bit more different." And then he says, I don't want to be a doctor anymore." And so it turns out Uryu did actually want to be a doctor, but that sort of thing just changed him. You know, he didn't want to have to mutilate or have to sort of perform surgery on loved ones. And then we go, and now we're in present day again, and Uryu and Hashwolf are having a bit of an encounter. Hashwolf's obviously very suspicious of Uryu, thinks he's gonna switch sides. Hashwolf also notes at night when Yuach is sleeping that Hashwolf gets the ability so he can see into the future. And I guess there's a bit of a confrontation. You know, it appears that Hashwolf's going to start something, and then Ichigo appears in front of Uryu, and that's actually where the chapter ends. So realistically, not a lot happened. So the fight with Hitsukai hasn't evolved all this chapter. We got a kind of flashback of Uryu, and that was pretty much it. And then presumably they're hyping up another confrontation between Ichigo and Uryu. Now, I don't like Toshiro and I don't like Uryu. Okay, out of all the characters in the Bleach series, those two characters are ones that I just don't like. So that's why I wasn't a particular fan of this chapter. Maybe if you like Toshiro and you like Uryu, this was a good chapter for you. But for me personally, it definitely wasn't. It wasn't really good. And I would say it was worse than last week's. But that's all I have for this video. As always, thank you for watching. And I'll definitely see you on the next video. Bye now.